At the beginning of the animation, a young dolphin whose name is Snowball swims around the ocean's surface and plays with a little sea creature. After a while, he swims up to get some air, and when he returns, he sees that the creature, whom he was having fun with, has gone. So, he goes around searching for this creature, and this is when he sees a bright light coming from the deeper part of the water. Out of curiosity, Snowball swims toward this area, and he is awed by how dark it is as he swims further into the water. He mistakenly wakes up an octopus from sleep by hitting one of its arms, as he mistook it for a barrier. Seeing that octopus has awoken, Snowball gets terrified and tries to head in another direction, but is stopped. The octopus prevents him from leaving as he menacingly asks Snowball to play with him, but the little dolphin refuses, saying that he needs to swim up for air. Octopus tries to bully Snowball because he is an air breather, and he also crossed the boundary by going underwater. He holds onto the dolphin, who cries and calls his mother for help. A few moments later, Snowball's mother arrives around the area, calling out to him as she looks around for him. Octopus sees this and scampers to hide, while Snowball goes to his mother to report what had happened. His mother does not understand what he tells her as the octopus is nowhere in sight, so she warns him never to come to that area, and they begin swimming away. The octopus watches them from his hiding, so he unhooks some logs which hang above them, and it falls towards the dolphins. Snowball's mother protects him from being hit by any of the logs as she holds him close to her and swims across the logs. They are almost hit by one particular log, but she swims through its inner part toward the other end. The log gets stuck, leaving a smaller opening that only Snowball could pass through, leaving only his mother inside the log. He tries to help her but is almost out of the air, so his mother helps him with some bubbles which he inhales as he swims toward the surface to get more oxygen. Almost at the surface, Snowball is obstructed by the octopus, who prevents him from taking air, and this leaves him a bit frustrated. The little dolphin tries to play some tricks to distract the octopus, but he doesn't fall for it as he still stands in his way. Suddenly, a heavy object falls into the water, directly hitting the octopus and pushing Snowball out of the way. Across the scene, Snowball's mother finally releases herself from the log and calls out to her child. She does this for a while and is soon joined by her son, who swims towards her holding a strange creature. This creature turns out to be a male human baby, and Snowball pleads with his mother that they should keep him. But his mother immediately notices that the baby needs air, so she grabs it from him and swims to the surface, where the baby lets out a loud cry as he breathes in oxygen. They later take the baby to where the other water surface animals are assembled, and his arrival brings up numerous questions as he looks very different from them. Snowball explains that he saw the child around the plane that crashed into the water. Their argument is soon halted by the arrival of Mr. Turtle, who is the leader. Mr. Turtle's heart goes out to the baby boy, and he grows fond of him at first sight, so he tells the other animals that the boy can live among them as he poses no threat. This announcement makes Snowball very excited as he swims away with the baby, leaving his mother confused about how to take care of the child. The young dolphin and the little human soon fall asleep, and their mother covers them with a bubble to provide them with air. So many days pass by, and the baby gradually develops and adapts to living inside the water with his new family. Snowball teaches him how to swim, and they spend all day playing and engaging in several activities while their mother stays alert to keep them out of trouble. The baby finally grows into a young boy and starts questioning his difference from his brother and the other sea animals. An already grown Snowball mistakenly confirms his suspicions about him not being a sea animal, and also mentions the crashed aircraft from where he was retrieved. Shocked, the boy then compels Snowball to take him to the plane, which he fearfully does, as his mother had warned him against mentioning it. They head underwater to where the crashed plane is, and they both go inside to search for whatever they would find. Unknown to Snowball, the octopus which attacked him when he was much younger was trapped inside the plane and finally escapes through the door they opened. Inside, the boy sees a locket with his biological mother's picture on it, so he picks it up and wears it on his neck. They then see some plankton inside the plane, which they eat and begin hallucinating. Snowball and the boy play around the sea and even break one of the ocean's rules. This rule forbids that they go to the surface when humans anchor their boats or ships, but Snowball and the boy do so under the influence of the plankton that they ate, and an old man sees them. Later, their mother meets them where they have fallen asleep and overhears them sleeping, talking about their day's activities. She gets furious at Snowball for taking the boy to the forbidden area, and for telling him the truth about his origin, but the boy isn't happy with her as well. He scolds her for hiding the truth from him and accuses her of pretending to be his mother, then he swims away. Their mother is hurt by what he just told her, but she instructs Snowball to go after him and make sure he is safe. Snowball goes after him and they both head to the plane for the second time to go look for his biological mother. They arrive at the place, but it looks different from the last time they came as thickets have started growing around it. They still forge ahead, but their mom appears behind them and volunteers to go into the plane to look for the boy's real mother. As she swims to the plane, she instructs Snowball to take his brother away from the scene. The children both start heading out, but the thickets block their way, trapping them inside, and also aren't aware that the octopus has shut their mother inside the plane. They begin calling out to their mother for help, and she instructs them from inside the plane to leave, but the boy tries to rescue her. He soon runs out of oxygen and passes out while Snowball lifts him and forcefully swims through the thicket, out toward the surface. So they go to Mr. Turtle to report the danger their mother is in. They are soon joined by some other animals, who come to report about Snowball and his brother's misconduct of swimming to the surface in the presence of a boat. This leads to an argument that is interrupted by the octopus, who discharges his poisonous ink and attacks Snowball. He narrates how he was trapped inside the plane and had to survive on plankton, which made him grow big. Now, he intends to bring all the underwater animals under his control by making sure they inhale his poisonous ink. Snowball and the little boy try to fight back but are held in the strong arms of the octopus. Above them, a fisherman casts his net to capture the animals, so Snowball bites the octopus's arm and escapes with his brother to be carried away with the net. Ashore, the little boy is taken by the old fisherman to a coffee shop owner named Captain Mervarid, after which he returns to the ocean. Captain Mervarid recognizes the woman on the necklace the boy has on, and he takes it while he is still unconscious. The boy regains consciousness and hurriedly goes towards the ocean to look for Snowball despite the man holding him back. He later sees his brother ashore with other dolphins, and he gets heartbroken thinking that he is dead. He cries over his body, but Snowball wakes up and they happily embrace each other. Snowball then informs him about the death of their mother, and they decide to go back home. The boy tries to push him back into the water, but his effort is futile, so the man who has been looking from a distance then gives him a hand and takes Snowball back into the ocean. As the little boy prepares to go, the man shows him the necklace and informs him that he knows his mother and can take him to her. On hearing this, Snowball parts ways with his brother and makes him promise to come to find him after he has found his mother. The next day, Captain Mervarid goes to sailors' meeting to register for a seashell conquest. He used to be a sailor but started his coffee business after he lost a ship to a wreck, so he plans on winning the conquest and getting a big boat. At his house, the boy wakes up and discovers that he has been locked inside the room. He looks out and sees the captain's wife and daughter. He later finds his way out and heads into the market looking for his mother. Inside the market, he calls out to his mom, going after every woman he sees. He later sees a little fish inside a bowl who asks to be returned to the sea, so the boy takes the bowl and is chased by some men. He successfully returns the fish to the sea, but he is bundled by the men and taken to Captain Mervarid with complaints. As the days go by, the captain raises money through the little boy and purchases a boat for the competition. One day while fishing, Mervarid informs the boy that he would need a bigger boat to take him to the other end of the ocean where his mother is, and the bigger boat can only be obtained if he wins the seashell conquest. So, the boy agrees to help him and solicits the assistance of Snowball, who accepts to do anything for the boy to meet his mother. The day of the conquest finally arrived and Captain Mervarid rows his boat to the area where it would hold. The divers all assemble themselves and the competition kicks off as they get into the water to pick shells. The boy goes into the water and begins finding seashells, but is not aware of when his necklace falls off. A particular diver, who is inside the sea, sees the necklace as it falls off and picks it up. After a while, the conquest comes to an end, but the boy is nowhere to be found. He later comes out after the rest have gone and presents Captain Mervarid with pearls instead of seashells, enough to make him rich. The captain gets excited at what the boy has done for him, but his celebration is short-lived as he is attacked by some pirates who take him and the boy to their ship. At the ship, the pirates unmask themselves, revealing that they are women, and they retrieve the pearls from the captain who had swallowed them earlier. Later on, they blindfold him and take him along with the boy to their island to meet with their leader. On the island, the women take their captives into a cave, where an old woman is preparing a potion inside a cauldron. This old lady leads the tribe, and she recognizes Captain Muvarid as the person who brought the little boy's mother to them. While the adults engage in their conversation, the boy goes into a room where he sees his mother's subconscious body floating on bright water. Later that night, he is told the story of how the plane which contained him and his mother crashed into Captain Muvarid's ship. His mother handed him to Snowball before Muvarid rescued her and brought her to the tribe, who tried to heal her already delirious self. But although she is subconscious, her body stores an antidote that can eliminate any distinct poison. As they sit around the fire, their company is soon joined by an old man, the man who brought the little boy and the dolphins out of the sea with his net. He is also the diver who picked up the boy's necklace. This man drops his gun and reveals to them that he means no harm but has been looking for the antidote which is inside the crashed plane. He asks that they allow the boy to direct him to where the plane is, but the tribe leader blatantly refuses. While everyone is asleep, the boy wakes the old man, and together they go towards where the plane crashed. The boy calls Snowball, and they go into the plane together to get the antidote. He finds it and later hands it to the man, and what this man does next leaves him in shock. The old man prevents him from getting into the boat as he prepares to sail away with the potion. The boy then attacks the man and realizes that his beard is fake, meaning that he isn't ancient. The man then tells the boy the truth about his family. He narrates that he and his mother used to work on a medicine which they experimented on fish. This medicine made tithe animals grow bigger and more aggressive, so one day one of them killed his father. Realizing how dangerous it was, his mother took the medicine away to destroy it, but the man crashed the plane as he tried to retrieve it. He never retrieved the medicine, and he spent 10 years looking for it until the boy and Snowball found it. Angry at this revelation, the little boy attacks the man but is brought to a halt by the octopus which comes out of the water. He is under this man's control because he has been feeding on plankton laced with the potion while he was trapped in the plane. The octopus begins attacking the boy, but he is rescued by Snowball who takes him toward the island. Unfortunately, Snowball has inhaled a lot of the octopus's ink and is already poisoned, so the tribe leader gives him some water from where the boy's mother lays. Snowball is cleansed of the poison immediately after he takes it, and the boy is happy. Soon, they see that the ocean is gradually turning black as a result of the octopus's poison. So, the women open the pipes containing the antidote, and it flows into the sea, gradually cleansing it. Snowball and the boy head into the water to rescue other animals who have been poisoned. They lure the poisoned animals toward the clean water which contains the antidote, and they all recover their consciousness and break free of the octopus's control. The sea animals and Captain Muvarid then come together to fight against the octopus and the old man, but the octopus soon grows into a giant monster and fights them off, destroying the ship at sea and also swallowing the old man up. Lightning then strikes, so fire begins burning on the sea, and the monster heads toward where the boy's mother lays. He sees this and begins shedding tears of defeat, but soon realizes that his tears also contain the antidote just like his mom. So, he goes towards the monster who is already where his mother is, and allows himself to be swallowed. Immediately, peace is restored to the sea, and it starts to rain as everyone stands still waiting for the boy to appear. But he doesn't, so Captain Muvarid gets on his boat and begins playing his drum to speak to the water spirits. Inside the water, the spirit of the boy's mother finds his body and hands it to Snowball, who returns him to the surface. Captain Muvarid takes him into the boat and revives him to his and everybody's excitement. Peace is finally restored to the sea. Captain Muvarid doesn't get a ship, but he gets customers for his coffee shop, while Snowball and his brother swim and live happily together. This is where the movie ends. Thanks for watching. See you soon with a new movie recap. Till then, stay happy and chill out.